Welcome back, YouTube fam, to the Doghouse, and we talking pre-game cleanups today. This is a segment that I wanted to start talking about things that we need to get better on week to week, and things that we need to clean up week to week. You know what I mean? And it could be the offense side of the ball, it could be the defense side of the ball. But the first thing I want to talk about today is my guy, man, Carson Beck. Things that he need to clean up. A few things that he need to clean up on, and one main thing I think everybody can agree to is the turnovers, man. Like, you throwing 3 interceptions versus Texas, and that could have ultimately, that could have been a loss if the defense didn't step their game up and be resilient. We got to clean that up. Throwing into tight windows and throwing into double coverage, I'm seeing that a lot from Carson. I don't know if it's pressure. I don't know if he's feeling pressure from the defensive line and, causing him to do that, but we gotta cut that out. We gotta clean that up, Carson. Stop making these bonehead decisions. Throw the ball away. If you don't have nothing downfield, throw it away. Don't try to make a play out of nowhere. It kind of reminds me of Stetson Bennett, when he started at Georgia, just trying to make plays, and I think later on that season or the next season, Stetson said in a conference, in the press conference, that he didn't want to be the reason why we would lose a game. And I think Carson may feel the same way. So that's why he gotta chill out with the trying to make plays downfield. If you don't have it, just throw the ball away, man. I mean, it's simple and plain, man. Of course, he got 8 interceptions on the season, but that's only in 3 games, so that's very bad, y'all. I don't like to talk bad about Carson, but that is terrible, man. 8 interceptions in only 3 games. He had 2 against Mississippi State. He had 3 against Bama and 3 against Texas, man. That is horrible. We got to do better, Carson. We got to do better. So if you want to compare the seasons, all right, so this season he got 1,993 total yards. He got 15 touchdowns, of course, 8 interceptions, right? All right, last season he had 3,941 total yards, 24 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. So he's did a whole lot better last season than he's doing this season, right? So I think at the end of the season, it can still look good if he don't throw multiple interceptions, throughout these games. I think, he can still run for Heisman or he can still be a Heisman candidate if he continue to play well, but he has to play well. Like I say, I believe that he's trying to live up to the hype. He's trying to live up to the standard, and that could be something mentally that he's going through week to week. So, let's cut him a little slack, but you got to clean it up, Carson. All right, next thing we're going to talk about is the wide receivers. So with the wide receivers, man, we've been seeing a whole lot of drop passes. At least versus Texas, we've seen a lot of drop passes. That's another thing we got to clean up. We can't have that against really nobody. At this point, nobody. Like, we can't have all of these drop passes. Some of it was Carson, but a lot of it was, the receivers and the tight ends. So we got to tighten up on that. We got to clean that up. And they got to help Carson. That's another thing I want to talk about. They need to clean up on it. You got to help Carson get open, man. And a lot of times, that's why he got to throw into these tight windows. That's why a lot of times he got to throw into double coverage, because nobody is helping him get open. A lot of times when I rewatch the games, our wide receivers are not forming no separation. We can't keep running these straight up the field routes. Do some zigzag and some stop and goes, you know what I mean? In and out, something. Do something to confuse the defense, man, because if you don't, then it's going to be hard for Carson to get it to you, you know what I mean? So clean that up, guys. Here's another thing, too. The tight end presence. Where is the tight end presence at this point? Now, I know it's kind of hard to fill Brock Bowers' shoes. Most of us thought that Oscar Depp was going to be the guy to do so. Lawson Lucky is starting to look good. He seemed like he's starting to come into fold. He actually starting to look better than not Brock Bowers, but he's starting to look better than Oscar Depp. So hopefully, later on in the season or next season, we'll see a lot more from Oscar Depp and Lawson Lucky. I'm sorry, y'all, but yeah. And 2 players from the defense that I want to keep reiterating is Julian Humphrey and Dalen Everett. These 2 guys, man, they have to play better. Seem like every time the ball goes up in the air, it's either to his side or either to Julian Humphrey's side whenever Julian Humphrey's in the game. So they never throw to Malachi Starks, because they know what time it is when you're throwing that to his side. So they continuously throw it to Dalen Everside or Julian Humphrey. So what we got to do is clean that up, boys. Y'all got to tighten that up. You just got to do better, man. It's nothing more that I could say about that. You just got to do better when it comes to that. All right. So next thing I want to talk about, though, it's kind of off topic as far as us cleaning up, but I want to talk about Florida's freshman quarterback, DJ Lagway. So far as Florida fans goes, they think he's the guy for Florida. They think that, he's got the guy to beat Georgia. And they saying,
no, we're going to undefeated the rest of the season. Let's go. Georgia is next. We want Georgia right now. DJ Lagway is the truth. We want Georgia right now.
No, no, you don't. Y'all are so stupid.
As far as this freshman goes, man, he seems pretty decent, man. I think he's a dual threat style quarterback. Last game he went 7 for 14, 259 yards with 1 interception. I don't think he threw. He may have threw for a touchdown. I'm not sure. No, I don't think he threw for a touchdown last week. He's at 1,024 total yards this season, 5 touchdowns and 5 interceptions with a QBR rate of 62.1. So to me, in my opinion, he looks good on tape. He looks like he can be a threat. Will he be a threat to Georgia's defense? I don't think so. I think he's gonna make plays. Let's be honest, he's gonna make plays, but I don't think he's gonna be a massive threat for us, especially what we did to Quentin Ewers and Manning. I don't think nobody at this point is gonna be really a threat to us like that. Maybe Nico. I don't know yet. You know what I mean? I just don't feel like nobody versus our defense. I don't think nobody can really shake our defense up to that point. We have had bad games on defense, but I just don't see it at this point, man. But all in all, man, we got to clean it up. We got to do better. Y'all stay tuned each week. I'm gonna try to do it each week. Like, I don't have a set date. Hopefully it's gonna be on Fridays. Hopefully it'll be Fridays, but I don't have a set date that I'm gonna do the pregame cleanups. But y'all stay tuned for it. We're gonna try to do this thing every week, and we're gonna talk about what them dogs need to clean up on, man. So y'all stay tuned, man, to the pregame cleanups, baby.